Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Eador Imperium Scenarios as a pilot. Before we continue the Let's Play, we have something to talk about because there has been a first patch for Eador Imperium, and with the patch comes a fix for the exploration bug, which is amazing, so now we can finally explore faster. I just hope that the changes that were implemented to the game also apply to current saved games, that we don't have to restart the scenario to get those changes working. But we'll see about that. I probably wouldn't restart the scenario. I'll just keep going with the bug, try to finish the scenario as fast as possible, and then we will try something else, or maybe leave it to you guys. We'll see. For now, we'll just play in this part. We'll see what's gonna happen, if the bug is still here or not, and then in comments you could eventually let me know if we restart it or not. So that's one thing. The exploration bug is or should be fixed, and also they implemented some changes for exploration as a whole, especially from what they say in patch notes for a scout, that he should be now more effective in exploring, because it seems that they don't like the fact that later in the game, most of the provinces that you own are unexplored and you don't bother exploring them. And it seems they want to change this. They want to speed up exploration. So, from what I understand, they want to further improve Scout's ability to explore. He's already pretty good in Masters of the Broken World. If they boost it further, well, I won't complain. Maybe if it's would be better to have it on higher levels. But we'll see how exactly these changes work. And then there is another major thing. There are many fixes for minor bugs, some explanations why some things don't work. For example, some quests don't work and they are not implemented to the game yet. But there was one major thing. Oh, spells now have range. So no more overpowered wizard one-shotting units across the whole 12 hex size map. Seems that Snowbreeder realized that with the larger map, spells, direct damage spells without any range limitation, are more and more powerful. So this is not true anymore. I'm just curious if this applies to only direct damage spells, or if it also applies to buffs, debuffs, which would be quite annoying. Imagine that you can't use sleep on a unit when you go first because it's too far away. So that would change things quite significantly in some fights. But we'll see about that. Uh, from what I know, Snowbird or Snowbird is planning to change the game quite a bit. I have heard that what we see now in Imperium is just the start, and that they're planning a lot more. So we'll see. I'm just prepared for new things, and we'll test them as they come. Okay, so let's start where we left off. I'm gonna check the hero. Let me actually first check our spells. And when we go to here, distance 10 and distance 5 for web. Really? Oh my god. Web has been nerfed. Okay, buffs don't have distance limitation. Let's see. Fatigue is distance 10, which makes it now even stronger. It was already really strong for early game before. Now with distance 10, it's probably even stronger when you consider that web has distance only 5. What else? Slow distance 9 kinda makes sense. Distance 8 for magic arrow. Curse has distance 9. And Dispel also has distance? Why would Alright, uh, let me read it. Reduces duration of all negative spells and positive spells on hostile target. Okay, so the distance is there probably because it can dispel positive buffs on enemies. But damn, the distance on Vab, that is huge. Actually, the distance is not huge. The distance is pretty short. Just having now distance limitation on Vab, that is a huge change. And actually, wait, we can probably check other spells like where is it? Sleep. Distance 7. Um. Oh, okay. Phantom form. Hallucinations. What else is important? Distance 8. Distance. Exorcism distance 6. That can be sometimes annoying, especially if you fight like AI with Necromancy, then you uh, could maybe use Exorcism here and there. With range 6, that's quite short. Rain of Arrows, I mean Rain of Stones, distance 8. Um, well, Rain of Stones was always good when you used it before the enemy started moving, when they were stacked up. Now, it doesn't work this way, because you can't reach them. What about Fireball? Oh, come on. Uh, Fireball got just destroyed. Again, the main strength of Fireball was that you were able to hit those big groups of enemies before they started moving. Now with only distance 6, they'll never be stacked up when they are getting close to you. What about Lightning? 9, that's better. And higher tier spells. Is there anything really important for higher tier spells? Is from what we can see. Maybe Resurrection. Distance 7. Okay, so Resurrection has distance as well. Acid has distance only 4 now. Wow, I like this change. I love this change, to be honest, because it should apply to Goblin Alchemists as well, which means no more one-shots of healers before those healers can do anything. Now, it should be quite easy to kill Alchemists before they can use the acid. So this is a good chance if it affects Alchemists. Of course, with distance 4, you probably won't ever use acid as a player, but yeah, not using a spell as a player doesn't mean it's always a bad thing. That it makes the spell bad for a player. Sometimes making the spell bad is actually a good thing. Anti-magic must dispel. What about these polymorph, dragon form? No distance here. Maybe must no. Enslave mind distance 9. Okay. Well, still the problem with this is you can't reach all the units on first turn. So everyone should now get at least one turn to move with this distance limitation. Well, that will be interesting. Okay, what exactly this means and how it's going to change the combat, we'll have to see when we actually try it in the game. But it will be different, definitely. What about fear? Show me. Can we maybe... Let's get rid of this. I want to see fear. I want to see distance 9, so it is also limitation. Which also means no more annoying sorceries standing in the back, spamming fear on your units, and you can't do anything about it. They have to come closer. It's still distance 9, so they don't have to come that close. But at least they can't do it immediately. You have a chance to like move closer with something ranged and try to kill them. Okay, we still haven't seen two magic schools, so there'll be some other surprises as well, like burn ammo, for example. I'm quite curious about that one. If that has a distance limitation, depends on how far it can reach, of course. So I'm gonna keep an eye on spells that we haven't seen yet, and we can maybe check them out. But let's finally start playing. The plan is kill necromancers here, or no, we don't have anything. Oh, by the way, one more thing about siege weapons. We are talking about that in the previous part quite a bit. This is not part of those patch notes anymore, but I've been told that there is actually one more building, like village and Vassal's castle, that gives access to siege weapons, and it has to be found in the capital. Um, so yeah, we haven't found it yet, but siege weapons are available. And also, actually, there is something about these units in patch notes. I just realized because many people were asking about where these units are. So guys from Snowbird are or answered that for now they can be hired from these locations. So for now means that this may change, and I really hope that this does change. So yeah, they're in the game. They are working on it, and we'll see what happens. Can't say more. And now we can finally play, I think. So let's go to the sleeping forest, and I really want to see the extra exploration. Please work. While exploring, found something. Yeah, it was 92. He explored 5%, so we didn't see the number, but I checked the province was explored to 92%. Now it's 97, so it works in this scenario. We don't have to restart it. Perfect. Okay, so let's start playing. What was it we found? Spiders. Hmm, go. So we can probably stay where we are, and let's have a look. What about vulnerability? We can't see its distance limitation on this screen, so be interesting to see. And the sorcery doesn't have a fear yet. Um, this is also one thing I want to know, if it only affects spells cast by heroes, or also if it affects spells uh, cast by units, even though they're the same spell. It's fear if it's cast by sorcerer, or it's also it's fear when it's cast by a hero. But it's not. I'm not 100% sure that it affects both. I just want the confirmation. It most likely uh, has the limitation no matter who casts it, but I just want to know for sure. Okay, so what do we want to kill first? The cool, I'd say. Hmm. One more turn. Okay, so that was easy again. Let's see. Paladin's Cloak. Oh, that should be an upgrade. And 100%. We are done with the capital. That is much better. It suddenly feels like a different game when you can explore, when you can get locations, targets, and you can really see that you will be able to level up your heroes, their targets. Perfect. Okay. We have units, we have spells here, so we can leave the capital. Let me actually check the description of scouting, if it changed maybe. Uh, nope. So no specifics yet, just that they want to make Scout more effective. You'll have to figure out how much more effective he can be. Now, okay, this is definitely an upgrade, but we haven't found the location for siege weapons. So that means it's not guaranteed to be in the capital? Oh, that makes it even worse. Like, especially for this army, we need more siege weapons. And now, where the hell are we supposed to get them? It's like a guess. We have 5 provinces, so just pick one. Maybe it's there. If not, we just keep going. And maybe at some point we're gonna find it. I don't like this at all. Maybe they should just make it available in the capital right from the start, at least for scenarios for now, until they get it to its final version. But like testing pilot hero focused on siege weapons and not having access to siege weapons, that is not ideal. Let's say it this way. Okay. Um, let's try to attack this province. So what I was planning, I'm not sure that you'd be able to take it. Depends on the guard there, and I don't know yet if they changed the strength of tier 2 guards. Yeah, and they did. I have no idea how strong these units are. I just know that bears are slow. This might be a stupid idea, but I'm gonna try it. I want to see some units in action. Worst case scenario, we're gonna reload. I said that for this let's play, I don't care about reloading. If we fail at something, we're gonna reload. We don't know half the units, so we are just testing stuff. So the bear has to die before he gets to us. He can't get an attack with 17 attack. That would hurt. What else do we have? These guys have, or are ranged, but their range is pretty limited. I'm checking for abilities. So far, only the crippling or paralyzing poison. Here, regeneration. Oh, is this? This is Witch Doctor. It has 3 abilities. What is his level? 6, and this guy's level 6, and he has like 3 more abilities. So let's compare. This one has regeneration, restore strength, magic shot. So restore strength, magic shot. This guy doesn't have regeneration, but instead he has either sorcery, spell power, spell duration, and summoning power as a unit. It looks more like a low-level hero than a unit. What about... Oh, there are only 2. Wow. Seems that Witch Doctor can be built in many different ways. Kinda want to try them now when I see the difference between 2 Witch Doctors that are on the same level. Okay, let's start it and see what they're gonna do. Should be able to win this quite easily, I think. Because with our range, should be able to kill most of them before they can do anything. Okay, try to one-shot him. Perfect. Try it again. Nope, not this time. Oh, we can't reach with the ballista yet, so I'll just use the engineer. And what is he gonna do? He's going to shoot this guy as well, and now, oh, that hurt. So we can't move now, I think, but we can still attack. I think I have to move forward. I think I made a mistake here. I underestimated them. I'm gonna lose the ballista. Let's try to run forward. There's no point in shooting, we wouldn't kill anything, so I'll just try to repair. So what's gonna happen? Ow! This is fine. This is fine for now. So we have to kill one witch doctor. Keep healing the ballista. You can't move. You can move, but not fast enough. And the bear is coming. Oh, damn it! Okay, at least. Oh no, he is moving as well. I was hoping that the woodsman stays behind. Well, we have to keep healing and kill the last witch doctor. Good. Now this dwarf has to retreat. I definitely don't want him to fight the warbear. We can get a kill here, and now it looks much better. Can even shoot the bear. He may survive this after all. But I underestimated their speed. I didn't realize that with the forest knowledge they will be on us in no time and they'll come all together. Can we get a kill here? Nope. Okay, so let's get a kill with the hero. And the woodsman will have to wait one turn. Also, the paralyzing poison is quite annoying, where there is too many of them. They can be pretty effective against our melee units, and we just have to stand here like a lemon, watch them shooting us. I don't think this will be too effective for a player, because their damage probably is not high enough, though it's possible that I'm wrong. But fighting them when you don't have good range damage could be such a pain in the ass when you basically won't be able to maneuver throughout the whole fight. Why can't we attack? Weird. Why can't you shoot? You have ammo. Oh, we can shoot. It says that we can't, but we clearly can. Oh, weird. Another minor bug. Okay, so we won. I like this fight. I really do. I really did. And I want to see witch doctors. I have to see their level ups. It surprised me how different they can be. Okay, you're getting attack, hit point for you. And how does it look like? Giant lance. Anything interesting here? Demonology, Sculptor, Titan, Retinue, Barbarians. Bites a second ring. Maybe what we could do first, repair the gear. And try to get the redwood. You will start exploring, And with the 3000, could maybe build something. Do we really have to build? Oh, we could maybe build a crystal. That's one of the basic buildings we don't have. Not that we need it right now, but I don't know what else to build. Because really, what I would normally do right now, I'd be trying to get to tier 2 units, I'd be trying to get to siege weapons. Since we con them from the capital, I really don't know what to build. In the second tier, there are no units that I want for this army. Maybe could just go for another hero. Could maybe grab a wizard and test him out a bit with the range and spells, how different he'll be, how much weaker he's gonna become. I don't know. Or maybe you can just focus on the scenario, try to win it as fast as possible, and get to another one. Okay, next. Not sure that we can attack those brigands, depends on... Oh, it's only tier 1, weakest brigand army. So this is not a problem. Oh, there is one thing I forgot that I read in the patch notes. They added two new units. Um, Not for a player yet. They are for, I think, the story series scenario, as units that you can see against you. Of course, I don't remember their names, but just saying that they're still adding new stuff. So I'm quite curious how many units there will be, uh, like in the final version of Imperium. Because it really seems that they have big plans. Okay, so... Oh, a level up. Nice. Another command. What can we get? Engineering. Yeah, we don't need it yet. Extra morale, the petrification immunity. I don't think we're gonna need this. I'd probably uh, go after the petrification immunity on like a swamp shard or the world of, how is it called? No, it's not world of something. It's just when you see the shard in Astral, when you are choosing your target in the campaign, you can see that it's like a swampy shard. That swamp is the majority of the shard. So on a shard like that, I'd probably go for the petrification immunity because of medusas and basilisks. They are uh, in swamp, of course. Here, I probably don't care, so let's go for the crossbow mastery and try to get to level 5 for that extra range. It's definitely highest priority. And we just found horses. Good. Let's see what else do we have here. We could maybe try the retinue. I mean, what can we have in the retinue? There can be a horseman, and then it's supported by pikemen, swordsmen, guardsmen, maybe crossbowmen. All these units are slow, so if they have horsemen or two with them, we just kill the horseman, and then before they get to us, it should be fine. Just want to give the scouts some more time to explore here. And we can get two new units. Like to get something. Problem is, it will take forever to get to the capital and back. What would we get? We'd get another dwarf, and we'd get probably another healer. I would much rather get 2 ballistae, move the dwarf to its proper rank, clear these slots in the tier 2 rank, grab more ballistae, and when we open this slot, move this dwarf down and just have only ballistae in the tier 2 rank. Yeah, let's just keep going like this. I hope that we get lucky and find the building that allows us to recruit siege weapons. Oh, and here we go, 9 minutes. I didn't expect that many, but I think we should be able to handle them. With the extra large map, they should now split up even more than they usually do. The horseman will be close to us in 2 turns, and for the rest it will take like 10 turns. So we'll just destroy them before they can do anything. Unless they block the horseman, of course, and force him to come with them. That's always a possibility. But I think now he has enough room to move properly. Okay, now I should be able to reach him. There we go, down to 6 hit points. Well, this is the only unit that we can really hit. I want to focus on the range units with the hero, of course. Nope. So another target that makes sense is the guardsman. Here we should be able to get a kill. Okay, the engineer should be able to handle the bowman quite easily. So the hero can focus on the guardsman, kill him, and this turn, or next turn, we're gonna kill this bowman. And we can finally start using the ballista as well. You can see the difference in the usefulness of unit that has shorter range, how long it takes before it can do anything. The hero killed like 3 or 4 units already, and the ballista just fired its first shot. Thinking about an army that would really be able to boost the range of units and take advantage of the large map. I'm thinking like elves. I think they can get 2 ranged level ups. They definitely can get 1. I'm not sure about the second one, and they already started with a decent range. They already were extremely strong, one of the strongest armies, and now they're probably gonna become even stronger. I'll have to try them at some point. There is so many things I want to try in Imperium. Okay, can we get here for the engineer? I don't know. Range defense suddenly doesn't seem that important when you can't get hit during the first turn. I'm probably still gonna take it. Oh, and we can get the Order of the Marksman. That's gonna help. I'm definitely taking that one. For the Guardsman, counter attack, and we have second accurate crossbow and create clay golem. Okay, so we have a backup weapon. Ruin Tower, Necromancer's Dungeon. Doesn't sound like something that has siege weapons inside. What about our next target? I'm thinking about like doing all of this. First, with our range units, it's so easy to kill them. And also, since I'm used to over difficulty, suddenly is dying. Everything is dying so much faster. So these fights, that I'll be very careful about on Overlord here. Uh, can be done quite easily. So maybe just clear both these locations, then we move back, or is it even worth it? The thing is, I don't know where we can get siege weapons. If it can be only in like the first string, or if it can be anywhere in the building that can give us siege weapons. So I'm thinking if it can be anywhere, we may as well just explore this province and get better locations. Also, I'm quite curious about the guard here. Let's do it this way. We are going to check Giant Lands. I want to see how strong the guard here is. How long it's gonna take us before we can try to attack. And then we are just gonna move to this province and explore here. Guys, if you know where to get more siege weapons, if you played the scenario, and if it's like scripted, that it's always on the same place. I think it feels like that because we have three resources in the first ring, fourth in the second ring. Those horses we found, and it's quite unusual to find horses in a plain province. I mean, it's the only place where you can find them, but they're pretty rare. So it feels like these things might be scripted. So if you know that there is the siege workshop, or how it is called, I don't know, I'm just guessing. If you know where it is, please let me know. I'd really like to get it so we can keep growing our army and keep testing stuff. And yeah, if no one knows yet, then we'll just stick to this plan. Check giants, explore this forest, and then probably go to this tundra when we are done with the forest, and keep leveling. Or we maybe could check what's behind the water, though it's a third ring, so I'm not sure that we can attack that yet. Oh well, as I said, we'll see. We are done for this part, so I hope that you liked it. I definitely like the changes from the new patch, so hopefully Snowbird keep working and keep improving the game. There's still some things, minor things that are quite annoying, are probably easy to change, would make the game so much better. So hopefully we get more patches soon, and yeah, hopefully the game will become better and better, and we'll be able to enjoy it. Also, I'd like to see those new heroes on like random maps. That's another thing I'd like to try. I'm gonna say it again, but there's so much I want to try in this game. But well, we will continue with all this in the next part. This one is over. So again, I hope you liked it. Join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.